the executive orders are complex. There's 11 different parts of these. So as we think about what's the range of possibility as something becomes into effect, there's legislative process, there's regulatory process, there's more executive orders that could come into play. So all of those have to be understood to say what's going to be the impact of that. Many of the things that were discussed weren't necessarily new. You had the PBM reforms, for example, which were posited by President Trump and the administration to take a look at fee reform, to take a look at rebate reform, to think about what happens with the distribution model of verticalization. Those are existing pieces that policymakers have been talking about for a while. And if we go beyond that, and you think about international reference pricing or thinking about some of the different negotiation standards that could be used for maximum fair price negotiations, those are also really important factors that we have to scenario plan out and think about what's not only the impact on the US market, what's the impact on the international market on these? How do these affect things like the pipeline or research and development questions or life cycle value of a product? The final piece that I think is also one that we have to follow very closely is the potential closing of the pill penalty. And what that would do is extend the life cycle before maximum fair price eligibility potentially to 13 years for small molecules. What we saw in an IQVIA study was that on average, a weighted average of molecules that have been in the market for at least 13 years, about half of the gross and net value of those products comes between years 9 and 13. So that would dramatically change the net present value calculation for some of these products. And that may cause an increase in investment in these large population drugs.